Okay, boxing fans, now it's time for tonight's main event on this program. From Espanola, New Mexico, it's going to be Tony Valdez. Tony with a record of 6-2, all 6 wins by knockout. This guy's a heavy hitter, and he's going to take on Roberto Gomez out of Juarez. Roberto is a veteran of over 30 pro fights with 10 knockouts, so he comes up here to Santa Fe to take on the challenge of Tony Valdez. This bout's scheduled for 6, and we'll go to that action right now here on the 8-Count Boxing Hour. Fans, here we go now. This one's scheduled for 6. It's Tony Valdez out of Espanola, New Mexico. 6-2 with 6 knockouts. They're both wearing black trunks. Valdez has gold, his name in gold on the back of his waistband. His opponent, Roberto Famosito Gomez, out of El Paso, Texas, by way of Juarez, Mexico. Record of 14-16-2 with 10 by knockout. Roberto Gomez, pretty well respected in the boxing circles, and he's a pretty tough opponent here for the hard-punching Tony Valdez out of Espanola, New Mexico. We're just underway round 1. You're watching the 8-Count Boxing Hour here on Community Cable Channel 27 and on public access television around the USA. Both men are right-handers. And there's Valdez getting off with a quick left hand, follows it up. Tony Valdez, very popular here in northern New Mexico, representing Espanola, New Mexico. And he comes in with a series of left hands and finishes with a right hand to the body, Tony Valdez. High concentration now by both fighters. Valdez trying to slip in with that left hand. Working with that left, comes back with a right hand to the head. Good foot movement now by Tony Valdez. Not just a robot marching in, but he's actually up on his toes and looking sharp here. Famosito Gomez trying to catch Valdez right now. Gomez with some good power himself, 10 knockouts and 14 victories. So this is there's plenty of power in the ring right now. These two dynamite flyweights. Double D Enterprises bringing you professional boxing here in Santa Fe, New Mexico. And both men going to work here in a clash of heads, accidental headbutt. Referee Al Martinez right on top of things. Gomez trying to sneak that left hand in there. Good high hand defense by Tony Valdez. Valdez last fight, he scored a second round knockout over undefeated Ernie Marquez. Marquez came into that one at 3-0, but he left at 3-1 as Valdez was able to stop him in the third round. That fight taking place at Sky City Casino in Acoma. Both men now, when they get in close, you see a lot of respect. Two hard-punching fighters here. And Roberto Gomez really looks like he's going to be a tough night's work here for Valdez. He's no slouch, showing some real good skills. Moving around the ring nicely, too. He's not just there to be hit. This is a good matchup. Two promising, well, a good journeyman fighter against a good promising local fighter. We're just about ready to end round one here. We'll be back with more after this. And they go to work. The referee jumps in. Woo! Good action fight. We'll be back with more after this. Don't go anywhere. Okay, we're back to the action here in Santa Fe, New Mexico, the Genoveva Chavez Community Center. Double D Enterprises bringing you the boxing action here on the 8-count boxing hour. I'd like to thank promoters Debbie and Dan Kushner. Double D Enterprises putting together a nice show here, their first time out. We're just about ready for round 2, scheduled for 6. This is a good matchup here. Roberto El Famosito Gomez and Tony Valdez. Both men opened up at the end of that first round, and I think they're going to pick it up where they left off. Two boxers showing some really good skills here. Good hand speed, good movement, pretty decent defense all around. Good boxers right here. Some high-class boxing action. Roberto Gomez has an impressive record, even though he comes in at 14-16 with 2 draws. He's faced WBO world champion Ivan Calderon, Mike Trejo, Alex El Nene Sanchez, another world champion. So this Gomez is a very experienced opponent. There's a left hand by Gomez now that sneaks in on Valdez up close on the inside. Tony Valdez with the his name on the gold trim on the back waistband, the tattoo across the back. Valdez lost a 4-round decision to highly respected David Finito Martinez of Albuquerque. That fight took place back in December of '02. It was a 4-rounder, and I'm sure Tony Valdez would like to get back in the ring with Finito. And that fight opened a lot of eyes as he really did well against the highly respected David Martinez. Last time out for Gomez, he was stopped in 4 by undefeated Giovanni Segura in that fight taking place in Arizona. Another in the series of tough opponents for Roberto Gomez. Again, Valdez trying to work his way in with that left hand. Gomez answers back now, slips in a left hand to the body. Some nice movement by Tony Valdez. He's trying to work and then slip around to the outside. This one's scheduled for 6, and it's going to be a grueling fight at this pace. Now Valdez has Gomez in a little bit of trouble here. Valdez trying to step inside with him. Valdez continuing to step with Gomez, moving forward. Gomez looking for a counter shot as he lays back, and Valdez continues to work now, keeping Gomez on the ropes. Body shot snuck in there by Roberto Gomez, but Valdez answers right back. Another body shot, left hand to the body by Roberto Gomez. But Valdez keeping Gomez up against the ropes and working as he steps out now. And now it's Valdez, but as soon as he felt the ropes, he steps out to his left. Gomez now trying to get aggressive, ducking his head and bullying his way in. A grueling pace in this one, scheduled for 6. We're just about at the end of 2. And now the leather is flying, and both fighters, there's a right hand to the head scored by Valdez. Gomez answers back at the bell, don't go anywhere. This is a good one. In fact, we're gonna stay right here as we look into the corner of Tony Valdez right now. This is a good battle shaping up here. Both men doing some nice work. Valdez keeping Gomez back on the ropes for most of that round. But then Gomez comes out swinging a couple of good left hands to the body, some nice body shots. But this one is a fast-paced fight. These guys are really going to have to be in condition at the 6,000-foot elevation here in Santa Fe, New Mexico. Dynamite flyweight bout. We're glad that you're joining us tonight here on the 8-Count Boxing Hour. So we get ready for round 3 of 6. Hard to see this one going the distance. Two good, strong fighters, but they're both well skilled, and the conditioning is going to tell in this one. Very physical fight, this one. And here we go with round 3 now. Scheduled for 6 flyweights. Professional boxing coming to you from Santa Fe, New Mexico. And now the chant goes up for Tony Valdez, the Warrior, and he steps in with a right hand. A good fast-handed combination by Tony the Warrior Valdez. Again, Valdez 6-2, all 6 wins by knockout. 100% winning knockout percentage. Oh, and there's a good quick right hand counter by Gomez. Both men staying close. Valdez trying to stick and move a little bit more, and he comes in with a body shot, right hand to the body by Valdez. And now he sticks the jab out, moves out to his left. Gomez continuing to put on the pressure, though, steps in with a right hand, follows it with a left. The 2 tie up. Oh, and a left hook sneaks in by Gomez. Valdez took it. Steps out now and works with that jab. Now you see Valdez working the jab. Here comes Gomez. Right above us here. Valdez again trying to stay up on his toes, moving around. He's a hard target. He's not just standing still. These guys are not just standing in front of each other. Again, Gomez with a quick little left hand inside. Gomez is sneaky. He's got deceptive hand speed. Oh, and a right hand scores by Gomez. Here comes Valdez working back now to the body. And again, the left hand by Gomez. And a right hand now. Gomez goes on the attack. Roberto Gomez now starting to heat up a little bit in this round. And he lands a right hand again. But the crowd backing, supporting Tony Valdez. This Roberto Gomez, though, is a tough fighter out of El Paso, Texas, where he trains. And I was told that this was going to be a heck of a challenge for Tony Valdez. Trying to put on a good show here in front of pretty much his hometown crowd here. And now you see Gomez maybe slowing up a little bit as Valdez tried to work, but here comes Gomez again, letting his hands go. Serving Gomez well, continuing to put the pressure on. Valdez tried to catch him coming in, and the 2 tie up. Oh, and the Again, the right hand sneaks in by Gomez. Gomez is holding the left arm of Valdez, and he just throws a little few pokes in there with his free hand. Again, Valdez trying to throw the jab. At the bell, here we go. Woo! Referee Al Martinez is going to have to really, has his hands full here, keeping these two under control. He's going to give a warning now. So that ends the third round. Good action round. 3 good close rounds. This is a heck of a fight. We're glad you're joining us tonight. And we'll be back with more boxing action here on Public Access Television right after this little word. That'll kill your arm. You're only halfway there too. But keep it going, you're doing great. This is an awesome fight. Okay, so here we go with the 4th round scheduled for 6 flyweights. Roberto Famosito Gomez, Tony the Warrior Valdez. 3 grueling, excellent rounds of boxing. Good competitive fight. This one's up for grabs. Gomez had a pretty good 3rd round there. He seemed to land some real nice shots there. But now you see Valdez start to get to work with that quick left. Comes back with a right hand to the body. Oh, and Gomez comes with that overhand right, but it was caught by the left hand. Valdez had his hands up high, and he's going to need to keep doing that. Gomez is deceptive. He sneaks these shots in. Just, there you go. Again, trying to sneak that sneak right hand in there. Valdez using movement to try to neutralize that sneaky hand speed of Gomez. Again, Gomez comes back trying with that left hook, and you see Valdez slip out and stick that jab in there. Two well-conditioned athletes, both of these guys with their hands high, lots of movement, lots of energy being spent. There's again the jab from Gomez gets in on Valdez. And Valdez with a good quick left hand. Good hand speed shown there. Kind of hypnotized Gomez there and then let loose with that quick left hand. Here comes Gomez with that uppercut. Valdez with an uppercut now as he steps out. And again, Gomez working with behind that jab. Constant pressure moving in. Lands a body shot there. Valdez tried to throw the counter uppercut, and now Gomez hits on the break. Let's see what Al Martinez has to say about this one. Both men get a warning now, and we want some good, Al Martinez calls for some good clean boxing here. Very physical match. Ooh, some good right hand now landed by Gomez. Valdez trying to use that hand speed in flurries, but Gomez right on top of him, crowding him now. Again, Valdez trying to control things with that jab, but Gomez is relentless, just continuing to put the pressure on Valdez, trying to catch him. Valdez depending on that movement to neutralize Gomez's constant pressure. Oh, and a right hand sneaks in again from the very sneaky Roberto Gomez. Again, Gomez continuing to keep the pressure on, and Valdez continuing the movement. Oh, and a big right hand by Roberto Gomez. Valdez looks a little shaky. And he survives that 4th round. A good assault by Roberto Gomez at the end of that one. And this one is really heating up here. 4 down, 2 to go. And we're looking in the corner now of Tony Valdez. That's Stephanie Jaramillo, one of the top women boxers in the state of New Mexico, and Patrick Holmes working that corner. Now we look into the corner of Famosito Roberto Gomez. had really turned it up there in that fourth round, Roberto Gomez. Valdez with nice movement and nice work, but solid shots being landed by Roberto Gomez. This is going to be a tough one to judge. If you like the movement, you got to go with Valdez. You like the pressure, you got to go with Gomez so far. And Valdez, I'm sure, he's known for his heavy hands with 6 wins, 6 knockouts. And when he hits a guy, they usually go, but this Gomez is here to stay. Here we go with round 5 now, scheduled for 6. The crowd getting behind Tony Valdez, the local hero. Oh, and a big left hand by Gomez. Roberto Gomez continuing to land these big shots. Again, the right hand now by Gomez. And you can see Valdez just trying to stay busy and look for an opening to land the bomb. Gomez again with a quick straight right. Valdez tries the right hand to the body, but Gomez answers right back, left hand to the body. Gomez misses with that overhand right. Valdez trying to work more with the quick jab. He's trying to use the stick and move tactic here. You got to give Valdez credit, continuing to move side to side. Oh, a nice body shot by Valdez. Another. Tony Valdez finding gold downstairs. Oh, and a right hand sneaks in. Didn't quite catch him flush. You see Valdez now with a left hand. And Gomez with a right. Valdez with a left. Back and forth here. Great action in this flyweight bout. Again, you see Gomez trying to connect with that right hand. He's had some success with it. But Valdez continuing to move and trying to offset. Oh, and a left hand scores by Valdez. And you see Valdez now reach in with that right hand, come up a little short. Gomez, he scores with a light little left hand in there. You can see both of these guys starting to wear down a little bit. The hands are dropping just a hair. Good action and all the way through to this 5th round here. And Gomez may be slowing down just a little bit here, but noticeably. Not quite landing flush. Oh, and a right hand sneaks in from Gomez, and he shakes his head. The crowd chanting for Tony. Tony. Again, Gomez trying with that overhand right. There's a little right hand to the body by Valdez. Shoe shine now on the inside. Pushing Gomez back now. Gomez with his back on the ropes. Valdez is so exhausted just trying to keep those hands moving. There's some shots to the head that land. And Gomez just laying back on the ropes. Valdez charging in. Valdez having a better 5th round here. Gomez tries to come out and catch him with something big. Misses with the uppercut. Now it's Valdez with his back to the ropes, and he ties up and moves his way out. 10 seconds to go in this 5th round. Oh, and Gomez with a left hand to the head. Valdez answering back now. Valdez staying busy, keeping his hands moving, up on his toes. An excellent 5th round. And we've got 1 to go. So 5 rounds down, 1 to go. And we'll be back with more on the 8-Count Boxing Hour after this. I'm losing my voice, but here we go. So here we go with the 6th and final round. This bout is up for grabs here in Santa Fe. The referee wants him to touch him up. And here we go with the 6th and final round here on the 8-Count Boxing Hour. Gomez comes out swinging. Both men just kind of waiting for that opening. But here comes Gomez diving in now, but blocked by Valdez. Caught those shots on his gloves. There's a right hand that just grazes and a left hand that misses from Gomez. So Gomez now going for broke, throws the right hand here. The spray goes flying from the head of Valdez. Tony Valdez trying to find the angle to land the bomb here. The rounds have gone back and forth. Close ones to judge all the way through. This is going to be a tough one. Tony Valdez again up on his feet, moving around the ring. Gomez with that intense look on his face. And now he tells Valdez, come on, let's mix it up. But Valdez is smart. He's going to stay out in box, sticking that jab out. Valdez trying to control the range of this one. And now Valdez has Gomez back against the ropes, right above us here. Valdez pushing Gomez to the ropes. But Gomez is relentless with the pressure. He just won't step back. And he misses with a shot that goes over the head of Valdez. Here comes Valdez with two left hands now. Gomez trying to answer back. It's amazing after in the sixth round that these two still have this much energy to burn. Well-conditioned athletes. They're hitting on the break now. Gomez was hitting him, and he gets a warning for the elbow now. And here we go. Now Martinez turns him loose and lets him go. Here we go now. Oh, woo, a right hand by Valdez now. And he's pushing Gomez back against the ropes, working with that free hand. Pushing him off again, and Valdez moves in. And the two tie up. Getting rough on the inside. Gomez says, yeah, that's the way I like it. And here we go. Gomez steps out. Valdez with an uppercut now. Gomez tries that body shot. And Valdez with a burst of energy here in front of his crowd. And Gomez leans again. The two guys just kind of, they agree to take a little rest right here. Not much time left in this one. Again, both men missing. There's a little jab from Gomez now. The crowd chanting for Tony here with time running out. Again, Gomez bullying his way in here. The two are locked up, and this one's going to go to a decision, it looks like. And here it is. After 10 rounds in the books. I don't know who you're going to like in this one. Both sides are picking their fighter up as a winner. Either guy could be the winner in this one. I wouldn't argue either way. I wouldn't argue either way in this one. This could go either way. It's going to be a very interesting decision here. Six grueling rounds. Probably 4 of the 6 could go either way. This is going to be a tough one for our 3 judges. Cordelia Gallup, John Clemiato, and Jim Bagshaw are going to decide who wins this one. And the action couldn't have not have been much better. Both guys in top shape. It was Roberto Gomez with the relentless pressure. It was Tony Valdez with the movement and the sticking, the jab, the straight shots, body shots from both fighters. I mean, pretty much had everything. Both guys have a lot of heart, and you've got to respect whoever wins this one, and you got to know the loser's not going to be happy about the decision. So we wait for the judges' scorecards to be tabulated here in Santa Fe. Dynamite action in this one, though, all the way through, from round 1 to 6. There you see Tony Valdez now saluting the crowd. And let's go up to ring announcer Bill Demas. It didn't Okay, so there you heard it, scores of 59-55 for Gomez, 58-56 for Valdez, and 57-57. It's a three-way split. This bout is a draw, and you can't argue with that. That fight was so close. That's a great decision. All the judges had it right in the range. You can't argue. I think NewMexicoBoxing.com had it 57-57. We had it 58-56 Valdez, but with stars throughout, this this one could have gone either way. So excellent fight, a good decision, and a draw. Valdez goes to 6-2-1, and Roberto Gomez goes to 14-16 and picks up his third draw as a pro. So some excellent action here in Santa Fe. We'll be back with more after this.